Hi, this is Ed with Ed and Barbara Hill, creators of www.edandbarbarahill.wordpress.com, a business and relationships blog. I appreciate you stopping by today, and I'd like to tell you a story that I know to be a true story because it happened to me. I think you'll enjoy it, and you probably want to share it with some other people because it truly is a blessing. A while back, while I was out on business, I was going to stop at a KFC. And there's something very important for you to know about that day to make this story really have the impact that it should. Each day I read a portion of the Bible, and that very morning I had read the great true story of how God provided for the prophet Elijah by the brook where the ravens brought him food every day, bread specifically, and water he had there from the brook. So God took care of him supernaturally using natural things. So isn't that a great story? Well, that's what I started out my day reading. Well, as I began to make my way across the intersection to that KFC, one of the oldest cars I've seen on the road in a long time, I think it was a Yugo, and it was kind of beat up, pulled in ahead of me. And I made probably a comment about the car, and I shouldn't have done that. I don't know it's people's situations, but anyway, that car pulled in, and the woman in that car got out and went in ahead of me. Well, I followed in a few moments to that KFC, and often when I'm out, people will ask me for donations. Do I have any money? And I'm such an easy person to get along with. A lot of times I give money away like that. And as I had gotten my drink and was about to head out, I think I was trying to put the straw in the drink, I heard this woman say, "Pardon me, sir," and I thought, oh no, here it goes. I'm going to be hit up for money. And when I turned around, the amazing thing is she had bought one of the dinners there, and she said, "Sir, every time I buy one of these, even though I tell them not to, they give me biscuits and I can't eat them. Would you like them?" And boy, was I convicted at that point. I thought, man, I'm prejudging people. I've got a bad attitude, and here I am being humbled down by this kind lady. And she gave me 2 hot KFC tasty biscuits to go with the Pepsi that I had bought. And I was very humbled down. When I went out to my car, I was enjoying those biscuits. And through that, in my spirit, God spoke to me and He said, "Ed, I can take care of you." And I just hung my head at how presumptive I had been and not depending on the Lord. And the Lord just showed Himself strong in that situation. Well, he said, well, that's just a coincidence. You read that morning and God gives you bread, unexpectedly right there around lunchtime. Well, maybe so, but I believe we live in a spiritual universe. Later, within a week from that day, probably just a few days later, I was at my office, and someone in the back had been out to pick up something for lunch and brought it back, and they let out an exclamation in the back, and they came out and said, "They always put biscuits in here, and I don't like them. Would you like this biscuit?" And I said, "Absolutely. I know exactly what to do with those." And I took it now and enjoyed it, by the way. Now, here's the thing. It wasn't a box dinner from Zaxby's. It wasn't a Chick-fil-A sandwich. It wasn't from Popeyes or Church's. It was from, guess where? KFC. And through that experience, a second time within a week, God spoke to me and said, "Are you getting it yet? I can take care of you." I'll tell you, that is a great way to live life. It takes off a lot of pressure as a business owner. A lot of people in my family depend on me, and the customers that I serve depend on me. And sometimes as a business owner, whether it's a brick and mortar business or an online business or a traditional business with an online presence, we get in a situation sometimes where we get anxiety-ridden and worried and upset about leads and prospects and customers and sales. And I've been there. I understand that. And if you come to this video, it may be that you're a business owner and you feel the same things. I want to give myself away to you today, and that's what my wife and I do. We give ourselves away to people in business to encourage them, and I want to offer to you a free training. It's 25 marketing methods, and I don't know where you're seeing this, whether you have a link below this video, or you might have a registration page in a moment where you can enter your information, and in return you get free access to these 25 marketing methods. There may actually be a link that you can click on to a website. So I'm not sure what venue you're seeing this, but there will be a way associated with this video for you to gain access to this free webinar. It's an 84-minute webinar, and I believe that will bless your life. So we're giving that away, 25 marketing methods. Hey, thanks for stopping in today. And as always, we invite you to visit our blog at www.edandbarbarahill.wordpress.com, and also visit us on our fan page, facebook.com, Ed and Barbara Hill's fan page. That's easy to remember, isn't it? Thanks for stopping by, and you have a blessed day.